Hello, Vibe Tribe. Your presence is welcome to this channel. We're going to be diving into the Cancer energy wave for the Aquarius zodiac month. You can use this information and apply it to wherever you have this energy in your birth chart. In this particular tarot reading, we're going to be focusing on a spiritual ascension. The definition of ascension is rising to a higher level, and therefore, this is a guide to the never-ending road for your spiritual elevation. Now, I would like you to imagine a circular clock. Picture the large numbers, and they should count 1 through 12. These numbers represent each of the zodiac signs, and when the short hand of the clock hits a number, it signifies one full ascension step. Now look closer into the clock. There are 4 small lines in between the big numbers, and every line represents the 4 weeks that make up a zodiac season. It is this crucial information that we're going to detail as we move forward in this video. To set our vibrations to the highest level possible, I'm going to say a prayer, and it's advised that you follow along with me by tuning in your mental energy. Let us begin. Dear Creator God of the universe, thank you for creating all that you have created. Thank you for keeping the world at a balance. Thank you for giving us life. Thank you for loving us unconditionally. Thank you for allowing me to share this message and guiding this message to those meant to hear it. We are so grateful to you for masterpiecing the world around us and creating each individual detail made by your genius artistry, including ourselves. We are grateful that you allowed us to be masters of our own choices in life, and we hope to use that gift to grow expansive positivity within ourselves, then spreading that positivity to the world around us. I ask you to cloak this reading, including the audience and myself, with protection against all negativity, so this may be a positive space for truthful information to be heard and accepted. Please guide this reading with your Holy Spirit of wisdom, and may it teach us the way of ascension. Glory be to you. Amen. The process of ascension easily compares to the growth of a lotus flower. The lotus flower grows by bearing deep roots into the soil at the bottom of a still body of water. The soil impacts the flower's entire growth cycle and is the hidden source to the beauty of the lotus. This is the piece that Cancer energy wave is expanding during Aquarius season. So we have this Ten of Swords energy, and what this Ten of Swords energy talks about, when we go into swords is thoughts, it's ideas, it's communication, it's your mentality, how you think, things that you think, all of these kinds of things that represent the mind, right? And then you have the number 10, which is the beginning of a new cycle after ending another cycle. Now, specifically 10 of Swords, it talks about ending a cycle with swords in your back. So the thing that you're expanding on, Cancer, is there's an energy where something ended and it didn't end necessarily in your favor. It might have been even like around 10 people, give or take, because it's 10 swords, or maybe it was one person that stuck 10 swords in your back. But this is about betrayal. This is about ending a cycle in betrayal. And because of that, if you notice in the card, the swords are in the monster's back. And the monster is eating the people, right? It's coming around and is eating the people. But if you notice, the sword is in the monster's back. And so what that's saying is, because these swords went in your back, you might have been docile, you might have been kind of to yourself, you might have been doing the right thing, you might have been nice, you might have been genuine. But once those swords got into your back, you became a monster to that particular person or to that particular situation, those particular people, whatever it is. Whatever ended with swords in your back is what's going to be expanding this time in Aquarius season. This portion of the reading, we're going to detail the seed of your lotus. It is what the soil is cultivating during this Aquarius season and is the main focus at this time for the Cancer energy wave. So the main focus here is the 4 of Wands energy, Cancer. This talks about stability, talks about a happy home, right? The number 4 is stability. Wands is about desires, it's about passion, it's about motivation. Okay, so a stability in your desires, a stability in your motivation, a stability in your passion. Something has lit you up, Cancer. You are, in some people's eyes, you are going to be like that monster that we talked about in the Ten of Swords. You're going to be that monster. But in other people's eyes, you're going to be like a savior. So it's like you'll have this duality depending on whose perspective of what you're doing. They may have like a different opinion depending on who's looking, from where they're looking, right? But I have a feeling that you don't care, Cancer. You do not care, because your focus, your purpose is to get your home right. Get your home happy. Get your home together. And this card also talks about reunitement. So maybe you might be reuniting with somebody, or maybe if you're not reuniting with somebody, you're bringing, like, things are coming together. You're bringing things together. You're bringing stability together, and it's centered around your home. So the clock that we visualize in our minds at the beginning of this video stands for each zodiac season as an individual step towards ascension. Most of these steps that finalize growth within ourselves have been in the process of maturing for some time. We are going to be looking at the piece of last zodiac month that has led to the current development we are now building. So last season, Cancer, you have this Seven of Pentacles energy, and this is what you're bringing into Aquarius season, okay? And Seven of Pentacles, we're talking about material items, we're talking about morals, we're talking about stability, and the last thing that we're talking about is family members, all this kind of stuff, right? 7 is the number of victory. And what this card really talks about, it talks about the importance of waiting on something to grow, waiting on something to come to fruition. The 7 of Pentacles is the growth card, okay? Growing something. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get a harvest on it, but it is a waiting and a patience card, being successful with that. And I'm thinking there was something last season. Now remember, last season, basically Capricorn season, I think pretty much all of Capricorn season was Mercury retrograde. So it was a time to wait. It was a time to not move on things, but to plan things. So there's something that you were planning when it comes to family, materials, stability, and morals. Or it could be a combination of all 4 of those things together. But you waited. Okay, you successfully waited. You made a plan before you went forward. You did not go forward. You just grew something, okay? That growing energy, whatever it was that you were planning, whatever it was that you were doing, whatever ideas might have came to your head, you are now moving into Aquarius season, ready to grow them, ready to plant those seeds in, ready to water them, ready to see them sprout out of the ground, all of that kind of stuff. The lotus sprout is the first time this beautiful flower peeks out of its soil and is exposed to the world. Since the lotus likes to grow in muddy water, it begins its life in a new, unknown territory that is difficult to see through. The sprout mimics the part of Ascension where we are challenged to do something new and to be brave enough to continue without being able to see where the path will take us. These first 2 weeks of Aquarius season, we are going to be using our instincts, much like the lotus, to navigate ourselves towards completing the lesson. Wherever you're going, Cancer, you're going there and you're moving fast. The first 2 weeks of Aquarius energy, you are going to be embodying that Knight of Swords energy. Swords is an air element. Aquarius is an air element sign. So when you're walking into Aquarius season, you're walking into Aquarius season matching that air element energy, going with the flow, becoming water. Water is very versatile. Water is, and that's your element naturally. But water can be frozen and be still. Water can be in movement and water can be still. Water can evaporate into the air and it can also fall down from the sky, okay? So there's water, your element is very versatile. Cancer is a very versatile sign. So it's not a surprise that as we're going into Aquarius season, you are able to really merge into that season, matching that element's energy, okay? And it's going to be matched in this Knight of Swords energy. Now, Swords also talks about the mind, thoughts, ideas. It talks about communication, and it talks about very fast movement, especially with this Knight. The Knights are moving. They move, right? And they bring information. So you're going somewhere and it has to deal with information. You are sending information out somewhere. A lot of you are going to be sending information out. I'm not sure what type of information that you are going to be sending out, or information can be coming towards you very fast. But since this is your reading, this is an energy that you are going to be embodying. Now, because you embody this energy, you could attract this energy on the outside to you, because the world within, so the world without, right? Whatever you're doing, you tend to attract it on the outside. So there's a lot of information going out, and there's a bit of what I'm feeling too is one thing that the Knight of Swords is notorious for is not giving an AF, okay? The Knight of Swords does not care. The Knight of Swords does not care about somebody's feelings. The Knight of Swords only cares about getting the information out and getting the truth out. It's a very logical knight, and it's very fast. And a lot of times when this knight moves and it spreads that information out, it causes storms. So these are hard truths that are coming out, hard truths that you are going to be revealing, all of that kind of stuff. And this is going to be the first 2 weeks of Aquarius season. The lotus flower begins to take root and secure itself into the soil while simultaneously growing upward towards the top of the water. Once it reaches the water's surface, it becomes visible to a world outside of the murky water it was born in. The ability for this flower to connect its grounding energy to its growth symbolizes a newly established part in yourself that can now be visible to the world around you. So what's visible to the world around you is this Ace of Swords energy, Cancer. Okay, remember when we were talking about swords? Swords talks about what? It talks about the mind, it talks about thoughts, it talks about ideas, and it talks about communication. And it's also the fastest element. It's the air element, okay? So something new is coming, is going on. There's new ideas that you have. There's a new communication. People are not used to you being in this Knight of Swords energy. People are not used to you being in this, the turning around and baring your teeth after being stabbed, right? They're not used to this. So you're taking people by surprise with this new approach. Even though it's something that's always been inside of you, you needed to be pushed far enough in order for this part of yourself to come out. And I think that's the point of the Ten of Swords energy. That's the point. The point is you have gotten 10 swords in your back. And now, over time of these 10 swords being in your back, you are ready to be like, look, no more swords. This is a new cycle. This is a new way. Yes, you're very kind. Yes, you're very loving. But if you put a sword in my back, I'm going to treat you like you put a sword in my back. And that is what is new in you. And that is what people are seeing in you. And it's going to be scaring a few people around you. I will tell you that. It'll make some people feel a little uneasy. But it is what it is. At the end of the Aquarius season, the lotus that grows within yourself will be in full bloom, and this bloom is the point of achievement you have accomplished. The beauty of the lotus is an intricate and delicate design, standing for the many complexities to our lives and how easy our choices shape the pathway to our destinies. So at the end of Aquarius season, we have this Devil card, Cancer. This is a major arcana. It's represented by the number 15. When you add 1 and 5 together, it's number 6. And 6 is the number of journeys. This card talks about obscurity and deception, okay? Charm, seduction, magnetism, sexuality, experience freely, passionate, and spirit, okay? You are unhinged. You are loose. You know what I mean? What I'm feeling is you went on to this freedom of yours. And what's going on now is at the end of Aquarius season, you are going to be needing to be careful, okay? And when I say careful is, I want you to remember that the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords that we all talked about, right? We know that a wrong has been done to you. We do. We know this. But understand that this is not your comfort. This is not your settling spot. A lot of times when people have been wronged and they come to the point where they're wrong, and then they come to a point where they turn around and they start defending themselves, a lot of times they don't know how to turn that switch off. So at the end of Aquarius season, it's going to be a challenge on knowing where the line ends, okay? That's at the end of the Aquarius season, so it's not the first 2 weeks, it's not necessarily the last 2 weeks, but at the very end of Aquarius season where we're merging into Pisces season, I want you to figure out, this is what I really want, Cancer, okay? I want you to remember where the line is, where the line is. I want you to remember that not everybody deserves this energy from you. It's one thing to be like an eye for an eye, or to let people out of your life that stabbed you in the back. Completely understandable, but understand where that line is. People that have not stabbed you in the back do not deserve this energy, okay? And then also, even the people that did stab you in the back, just remember, I need you to remember where that line is, because you're going to be tempted to go too far. Okay, so that's the end of Aquarius season. I hope this video helped guide you in the right direction in your life. And for those that would like to dig deeper into this energy, there's going to be a live reading via Zoom, and you're going to have a chance in a select group of people to ask questions. Please don't hesitate to hit that like button and leave your commentary in the comment section below. Subscribe to the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok pages, as well as the website's newsletter. This is going to keep you updated when there are classes, workshops, live group readings, new products, and free giveaways. All donations are accepted via Cash App and PayPal. Thank you to all that decide to donate ahead of time. Your donations put a smile on my face, and they are so much appreciated. Every day, I want you to say a prayer to God, creator of the universe. This is going to shield your pathway from unnecessary negativity. Keep your energy focused on your spiritual ascension. This will pattern your life to be surrounded in divine energy. Practice loving yourself. It is a journey that never ends. And spread love, because what we give is what we take in the cycle of karma, and a reflection of our own selves. And lastly, remember that you are a child of the Creator God, and this makes you amazing. So until we meet again, Vibe Tribe, bye-bye.